Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Today's blood sugar is 6.8. Got quite a good amount of calibration left. I have 2.375 units of insulin, but I just had a snack, so that's probably the reason. Had pretty stable blood sugars, except for this little bump up, and then I came down. I get an awful lot of these little crazy things. One icon I really haven't talked about is right here. These icons represent meals. Knife and a fork. Okay, time and range, 99%. 1% above, 99% time and range. Average sugar is 7.4. All pretty good. Today I want to discuss alcohol and type 1 diabetes. Interesting topic. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, as adults, we sometimes enjoy a drink. Just like everything else in a diabetic's life, we have to take a look at how is it going to affect my diabetes. A little kind of misnomer that an awful lot of people say, oh, we don't need to count that. Alcohol will lower your blood sugar at first, and then it will raise it up super high. So trying to control your blood sugars is like, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I need more. Why am I so high later in the night? That is why. Alcohol is still a drug. Yes, it comes in different flavors: gin, rum, vodka, scotch, whiskey. So it can affect your diabetes, especially if you're on type 1. Type 2, it doesn't play so much. But you have to remember, type 1s, we don't produce any insulin. That's my no insulin. This is my insulin. This is no insulin. So where type 2, they'd have a drink, it may lower stuff, but then it rises and they still have insulin going all the time. Type 1s, it doesn't happen. We just kind of sit there. and blood sugar drops. And when the blood sugar drops, chances are we take a look at our information and, oh my God, I'm dropping. I better eat. So you eat. But the sugar from the alcohol takes a while to increase. And then later, you're in trouble. That is why a huge number of type 1 diabetics end up more in serious trouble in emergency rooms because they don't account for the going low. Now, one might think that, oh, I'm going to have high sugary item. I'm going to consume it. Well, let's just give ourselves insulin to sort of cover it and we'll all be happy. The point is they don't recognize the dip and you drop. If you drink too much and get drunk, chances are you're not going to A, see what your blood sugar is, B, try to correct it. And that's where we have the problem. So often, people, sorry, that's my emergency bag, don't take take it easy. I've told this story many a times, but it's another great point. When I was in the hospital as a young diabetic, I think I had had it for about 5 years then. And they put me in with a brand new diabetic. He was actually being wheeled up from emergency. They thought I could show him the way. This guy, one, was depressed. Two, he thought that everything was crashing down around him because he couldn't go out drinking with his friends anymore. And you really have to wonder what's up with drinking. In, I would say, probably 7, 8 years, you're not going to be out drinking, partying with your friends every single night. If you are, you might have a problem. I'm just saying might. The doctor, when he came in and saw him, said, well, you're going to have to kiss that goodbye. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's really going to help him gain control. Thinking back when I got diabetes, at no time did anyone say in the hospital setting, oh, you have to control your blood sugar, or you'll lose an eye or a leg. That was out there in the general public. It wasn't said to me at all. Now, they said if your blood sugar is high, you could get complications. But they didn't really say anything more. You have to remember when I was diagnosed, that was 47 years ago. That was in what we call the black years of diabetes, which really lasted from 1924 till 1980 or so. In there, You had to do everything by the book. There was no individualize of care. If you had a diabetes problem, it was whatever the doctor said you had to do. So this guy, that really sent him over the edge. I would like to know how he made out, but we're getting back to alcohol. You need to make sure you have, if you're going out drinking or having any drinks, you want to make sure you are eating. And then you can give the insulin, and if your blood sugar drops because the insulin, because the alcohol leaves the system, you still have something there. That's the biggest problem. I was told that years, like Middle Ages or such, that they treated diabetes with alcohol because they knew of this effect. But basically, to do it, you would have to be drinking all the time. Chances are you're going to become an alcoholic. Now, going out and with friends and having a couple of drinks is great. If you want to partake in that, that's super. I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. But if you do, ensure you're eating something. Make sure that there is someone with you who's not drinking, sort of like a designated driver, to make sure that you get home successfully. And if you are showing any sort of issues, high blood sugars, low blood sugars, that they get you the help you need. Now, in my younger days when I went out, it was funny that there was always someone around who wasn't drinking because they didn't like to drink, or was a designated driver, couldn't think of the name. Now, that's what you really want. Now, things to look out for. 1, make sure you eat, because you don't want your blood sugar to drop and you're going to be unprepared for it. 2, have a designated driver or someone with you that can take responsibility for you. 3, you can go out and have a couple of drinks with friends. Don't go out to get drunk. That's going to be your worst thing right there. And lastly, your designated person can make sure you do a blood test. Even if you're drunk, they can say, do your blood test before you go to bed. That is going to make sure you wake up in the morning and not waking up in the ICU with tubes going into you, insulin drip. When you go out and you have alcohol, ensure you do it safely. Don't just go out on your own to a bar and, I'm going to have 50,000 drinks. I just totally want to get smashed. That's going to be problematic for you. Just don't do it. Keep yourself safe. And with that, It's a shorter video today, but have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.